What's up, guys? I want to do a review on a knife that I doubt I'll ever get, mainly because I don't even know where to buy them, and they're kind of expensive, and it's kind of just too big for me. This is NeptuneKnives, Dave. I don't know if you're subscribed to him, but if you're not, you should be. NeptuneKnives sent me this knife to sharpen and also test, which I tested, and it did pretty well. So since I cut with it and I sharpened it, I'm maybe not the most highly qualified person to do a review on it, but I think I could safely talk about it, what I like about it and what I don't. It is, I think, a folding kukri. I think Dave described it as that. First of all, it's a big ass knife. Here's a ZT301, Paramilitary 2, and LaRue Tactical Dillo. I don't know if any of you guys have this, but if you order gun parts from LaRue Tactical, you always get one of these armadillos. It's pretty much a bottle opener and a can opener right here, I think. No, it's another bottle opener. Two different bottle openers. Anyway, I'll probably do a video on this later. But I know a lot of people are a lot of knife people are also gun people, so I figured some people might have this. Anyway, there's size comparisons. It is a very big knife, but it doesn't weigh all that much. I mean, it's not extremely heavy, but it does have some heft to it. The jimping is really good. Something I noticed, the jimping is extremely grippy. It's almost grippy to the point that it can be uncomfortable, but I like it. I tend to like the more aggressive jimping. This right here is just kind of dumb because it hurts your fingers, but the jimping on the thumb ramp is really good. I'll take this opportunity to do some close-ups of the knife so that you can see what it's all about. They are wood handles. You can see that recurve, and I've already sharpened it for them. Already did a video on that, but the edge is now 36 degrees inclusive. It came to me around 42. It is N690 CO, or just N690, which is chemically equivalent to the razor blade steel 13C, I think, but it's made by Bowler, and it's pretty sure it's cross rolled and everything like that. It's a really good steel. It did very well in my test, which my test isn't really scientific or anything. So if you see the battle scars on this knife, it has been beaten thoroughly. Neptune really beat the shit out of this knife, which, I mean, I can't blame him. He's testing the knife, so he wants to know exactly what it'll do. It is a liner lock, and it has a safety feature back here. You engage this safety, and it keeps the liner from being pushed over. I personally think that's gimmicky. I hate safeties on a knife. I think if it's built well, it shouldn't need a safety, but it's here if you need it. He has beaten on this knife to the point where it has developed some serious vertical blade play, but the lock absolutely will not fail. I've tried to make it fail using my own methods. I don't spine whack knives, but I put pressure on this knife, and as you can see, when it's over like that, it's okay, but as soon as you put pressure on it, it moves over, but it will not go any further than that right there. That is absolutely as far as a lock bar will travel, and it stays. So it may not be the most solid knife, but it won't disengage on you accidentally, and that's worth something. The handles are wood. They have a nice pattern on them. They're not extremely grippy, but I don't think you would have a problem with it. The pocket clip is nice. I think it could be improved, but it is a fairly nice pocket clip, so it's definitely not the worst one I've seen on a knife. It does have a flipper, but the way this knife is set up right now, it's too tight. It won't flip unless you really give it a hard flick, which I'm There, that's what it takes to get it to flip open. But of course you could adjust that out and let it flip fairly easily, but then you would have blade play. I'm not sure that it would be that way on a knife that hasn't been beaten on, but this one has blade play if you loosen the pivot at all. The blade is still centered despite all the hell it's been through, so that's saying something. Everything is still functional on the knife, so that's fairly surprising. It came to me really dirty and dull, but I cleaned it and sharpened it, and I think Dave will be happy with it when he gets it back. Overall, I think it's a good knife if you can find it and you like the way it looks. I think you'll be happy with it. The steel is great. That recurve in the blade really makes it a good slicer. Well, for draw cuts at least. It does cut rope really well. So overall, I think it's a good knife. I don't exactly know what the price is for us. I should probably look on his website and see if he has it listed, but I haven't done that yet. But I mean, if it's, I actually won't say what I think it should cost. I think I might piss somebody off. I don't know exactly who, but somebody may get mad. I don't think it would be Neptune, but you never know. I think it's an alright knife. Would I personally buy it? I don't think so, just because it's not my style. There's really nothing wrong with a knife. It's just not my kind of taste. I would prefer something different than wood, and I wouldn't want it to be so big. And I think the flipper could be done away with. But the flipper does act as a finger choil, so that's a nice safety. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the N690 steel does hold an edge really well. In my test, it performed very, very well. A lot better than I was expecting it to. And it's extremely stain resistant. So it's supposed to be somewhere along the lines of H1 as far as stain resistance goes. I'm not sure if it's to that extreme or not, but it is very, very stain resistant. So that's another plus it has going for it. So I'm not trying to sway you either way. You could like the knife and buy it, or you could hate it and not buy it. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on it. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.